Yo, what's up, guys? So, today I want to talk about the three grapplers, Marduk, Armor King, and King, and which ones are the easiest, the hardest, which one's the strongest and the weakest. Um, and yes, I do play all three of them, so I think that I'm good to talk about this. I'm not like a professional or anything. I'm just a ranked warrior. I got all of them to Tekken God, and I think that's far enough for me to be able to have an opinion on them. So I'm just gonna get right into this. But I will right before I do actually. Let me just mention. No, this is actually not as straightforward as you might think because they're actually all easier and harder depending on what you are doing, which might sound a little bit like confusing, but you'll understand what I mean. I'm gonna talk about Marduk first because I already know that a lot of people are gonna be like he's the strongest and he's the easiest. Um, and I think it's a little bit deeper than that for a couple of reasons. Starting off, one, his lows are usually the worst out of them all, but they also can be the most obnoxious depending on who you're fighting as Marduk. So, what lows does he have that's good? He has down 3, so it's only -1 and on hit and -12 on block. So it's not too bad of a. You're not really throwing away your turn really heavily here with the -1. Um, what you do have as well is down back 4, which right in their face gives you that, or if you do it at a bit of a distance, you get a guaranteed wake up 3. And I'm pretty sure that's it. His other lows are kind of shit. Like, for example, full crouch down forward 4 is trash. Yes, it's +8, so it's a good frame advantage. But -26 is a huge risk. And his stance, his tackle stance, I forget the name of it. He does have a strong low. Down 1 +2. It's pretty quick. But look at that fucking, like, look at that. -39. I think it's good for the fact that you can't see it, but it's still crazy risky. His best low though is obviously quarter circle 4-2. On counter hit 64 damage, +5, and -12 on block. You take no real risk. What are some of his best mids? Down forward 4-2. 13 frame leaves you +12. The second move is a high though, so you got to be careful with that. It is a counter hit launcher if you hit the second one. Somebody presses into it or whatever. Pretty strong. Down back 2 is another strong one. Also a counter hit launcher. It is -8 on block, and it leaves you a +19 on just on a normal hit. Up forward 3, also a counter hit launcher. Noticing a pattern here with Marduk. Everything is a counter hit launcher. +29 on regular hits, so you get some really good Oki after. And it's only -2 on block. It's 20 frames, so it's not even that slow either. It's a pretty strong move. And to top it off, it actually low crushes a little bit because of he jumps over kind of quickly, but it can avoid some lows if timed correctly. Back 3 is actually kind of an underrated move for, like, if you look at the advantage that you get, the risk and the reward. It's neutral, and it's +8 on hit, and believe it, it's another counter hit launcher. I've actually never even, I didn't even figure out how this move actually even existed until a few days ago. When I was playing with my friend, we were doing mirror matches with Marduk, and I'm like, oh shit. Because I saw him keep using it, I'm like, this is actually a pretty decent move. However, I don't know if it's steppable. So, hopefully I'm not giving, you guys an awful move accidentally. But 4-3-4. Oh, sorry, 4-3-2. This move is really linear. However, I really like this move because you don't take any risk, really. It's -8. And this is the launcher. It catches a lot of low-ranked people because we're always pressing to the second one. It's a normal hit launcher, and it gives good damage, right? Obviously, it's Marduk, so he's always going to have good damage. With Rage Drive, again, they die. His 1+2, actually, almost forgot to mention, is a strong move. Safe, +3 on normal hit. It is actually a launcher. I forget what the... I think I can only do this loop twice on that move. But, yeah, I might be forgetting some moves. But he has some really good stuff. Oh, wait. Down 2-4 is strong. Mid, +5 and -9, so it's perfectly safe. Down 1 is +5 on hit, neutral, and knockdown low. Here, let me... Okay, no, actually, it doesn't give you a guaranteed... Oh, wait, does it? It might actually give you a guaranteed throw after. But yeah, overall, Marduk has some good stuff. Let's talk about his grabs now, though. Quarter circle forward, 2+4. And then the follow-up inputs to put you in the tackle thing. And not even the tackle thing, like just in his mix-up. And again, quarter circle forward, 1+3 also does the same thing. So, and obviously those are each 1 and 2 breaks, respectively. 4 forward, 1+2 is a strong one. Gives you a launch. This is the one you'll most see the most out of all of his grabs. People love using this grab in ranked. Yeah, I mean his grabs are pretty strong. Obviously, he's a grappler. He has some of the best ones in the game. But the main thing that really gets people is his tackle. This shit reaches from wherever. Okay, maybe not wherever, but has great range. He runs up to you, and you can break it, but it is kind of a tight window up in his face. So in ranked, or not ranked, in online play, it is a little bit difficult. It gives insane damage, and it's not a 50-50. It's actually worse than that, because you have a 33% chance to get this right. Because he has 1, 2, and 1+2. So really strong, and there's different ways to get into it. For example, 1+2 into that. Sidestep 2, down back 3 +4, or down back 3 +4 into 1+2. Multiple ways to get into this. Marduk overall is a solid. He's one of the strongest characters in the game, probably top 10. The only thing I'd say he really lacks is lows. And this string right here, really good. Okay, actually no, it's not technically really all that great. But why do I say it's good? Against lower ranked players, this string will carry you so far. This string will take you to the stars. I'm serious. This string 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 1+2, amazing string in lower ranks. The headbutt is actually a high, and it leaves you +4. Obviously, not a great move. It's kind of shit. I just wanted to mention it because of that. Are his combos difficult? No, they're some of the easiest in the game, and I'm not even doing any optimal ones, and look at my damage, it's still great. His rage drive isn't good, probably top 3 in the game. Look at this, I mean, this is ridiculous from a rage drive. And it's +6, oh wait, you whiffed? I can just take your toes, so it doesn't really matter. And then I'll just give you with another 70 damage anyways. His only difficult combo thing, kind of, it's not really difficult, you just gotta like practice it a bit, is his 1+2 cancels. Like his stance cancels into the 1-2s. It's not 1+2, sorry, just the 1-2s. It's good wall carry, but like I don't catch myself using this too often. So personally I don't really like it that much. But it's definitely fun. Alright, King next. And this is another character that's hated. I'm gonna get this right out the way. I have to say it. I see some people complain about these kicks, and they are fucking trash. Alley kicks fucking suck. And here's why. -9 on hit. Only the first one's guaranteed, right? -29. But then you have the mid follow-up. -15. You were launch punishable no matter what you do with this. The only good thing I can give this is you probably won't hit this, but it is obviously possible. I've done a decent amount. If you get the full counter hit, Holy shit, I don't know how he managed to do that bad with the combo. You get a guaranteed combo, so like you get a guaranteed launch, so that is pretty good. But overall, this move is awful. Almost never use it. Down back 4 is pretty good. Knocks down. It's kind of difficult to see for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. Just that animation of him jumping just gets me. Some people I've seen online do have really good reaction to this move, so maybe it's not as good. At least in my experience, though, overall this move has been pretty good. Down back 3 isn't that good. It's +2 but -16 on block. It does high crush and stuff. And then forward 4, neutral 2, +1 and -14 on block. Really good low. Really, really strong low. I have to say, overall, his lows are also pretty fucking garbage. Or they're not garbage, but they are definitely really bad compared to some other characters. Marduk and King both have some like good ones, but overall they don't really have great ones. Down 3 is pretty decent though, +1 and I think -12. Yeah, so that's fine. This is kind of just a better version of Marduk's down 3. Also, he has a, I almost forgot, he has a full crouch launcher that is only -12 on block. It is like a 32 frame startup. But look at that. I mean, it's a high crush, so it still catches people. It's actually a pretty good move. But let's talk about his mids now. What does he have that's really, really good? 4-2-1 is a great whiff punisher. It can be mixed in with 4-2 down 1, since 4-2-1 is a mid-high. And this will actually combo. So that's good. Down 4-2, people love to complain about it in Tekken 8. It's basically always been the same. However, in this game it does have hitbox issues. So Armor King, and the female characters. The female characters is extremely hard. It's possible, but it is really hard to pick them up. I've done it like maybe once ever. It is incredibly hard to do it for whatever reason. And for some reason, Armor King and King just don't get launched. So your best option is maybe like... Oh. Your best option is maybe like doing this. Or you could do something like that. Forward 3 is really good. You press 1 +2 on hit. It's -8 only on block. On hit is +1. And you also get the follow-up. So technically it's neutral if you do the follow-up, but... Why am I screwing this up? I was doing so good earlier with this move when I hit second god today. Alright, whatever. Forward 1 is really strong. +14 on hit. Counter hit launcher. There you go. And it also, this move is only -5. It is a little kind of slow. But it's only 22 startup frames, so it's actually like for a move that's safe and does really everything. It's really good. Sidestep 2 is a high version of it, but it basically is the same thing. Only difference is it's a normal hit launcher, and like I said, it is a high. Here, let me. And on block, it's also -5, so basically the same thing. It is a little bit faster though by 3 frames. So that's definitely something to note. Back 1 is an incredible move in this game. The thing is, you could just do this, even with counter hit. But you don't want that, because look at this. You have a 12 frame counter hit launcher. 12 frame counter hit launcher. Yes, it's a high, but still, that is insane. And I never really see people talk too much about this move for whatever reason. It's always down 4-2 people complain about it. Maybe it's because that's a mid, but this is still an incredible move. I mean... Forward 4 is obviously pretty good. It's safe. It knocks down. A good move that he has is forward 4, neutral 1 +2. It's +7 on hit. And it's neutral on block. On hit, though, or on counter hit, it gives you a guaranteed 4-2-1. So that's really good. You see, Low Majid versus JDCR. You see this move used a lot, and you see forward 3 used a lot. I kind of like his power crush in this game. It's not saved like it is in Tekken 8, I believe. But it is still really good. I mean, although actually in Tekken 8 it's not a power crush. But it's minus 12 only, so it's actually pretty good. And for some reason, this move just hits almost every single time. I actually don't know what it is. But his grabs, let's talk about his grabs. His grabs are probably better than Marduk's, although he doesn't have the tackle, which Marduk has. So it depends on what you want. Obviously, he has Giant Swing, which is debatably the best grab in the game. And on wall, it does devastating damage. Here, let me... Actually, here, let me get him to the wall. Closer to the wall, at least. Let's see this. And this also can be buffered, so... There you go, 77 damage from that, so... I forget the name of this one is, but it's same input as Giant Swing with a 2 input at the end. It's a good, because it's 2 breaks, so this catches people a lot more. At least in my experience. And then you have Muscle Buster for a 1+2 break. And then, obviously, you could... That's not guaranteed, technically, but you have some good options from it. Actually, really quickly, while I'm mentioning this, I do like his unblockables. His unblockables, like, this is high, but, like, this is still pretty good. Because it's faster than a lot of other unblockables. I mean, it's not like anything crazy. It's more of a gimmick that you'll use, but it can definitely hit people. I use it occasionally. And 1+4 obviously is a great one. Although it can be interrupted midair for a flow combo. But what other grabs does he have? If you do down 4, 2+4, 1+3, you don't even need to actually know how to do the inputs, because in Tekken 7 you could just spam key charge. Like, admittedly, I never learned this. I just use key charge. I don't need to fucking learn this stuff, because they made it so much better than in Tekken 8. Because in Tekken 8, if you spam key charge, you actually have to learn it, because if you spam key charge, you get less damage. As opposed to me just doing this here. I mean, look at this damage. And what am I doing? I'm pressing key charge like a fucking retard. Look at this. So, obviously these are all highs. So, you know, you're not gonna go absurd with this, but... There's also this grab right here. If you do Jaguar Step into 1+4, as you can see here, incredibly long, and incredibly damaging. I mean, like, look at this fucking damage. What is it, 133 with rage on? 136. Yeah, so his grabs are all really strong, and these gimmicky ones here can work. And also, you could cancel his sidestep 2+4 into a mid launcher if you'd really wanna, by holding down back. So that's also crazy, because you don't have to actually do the grab. So people will duck it, just get launched for it by his full crouch down 4-2. So King has some of the best grabs in the game. You get a guaranteed grab from 3+4, 2. If you don't press 2 for the break here, then you take a huge chunk of damage. Obviously, ground throws as well are great. Overall, his throws are amazing, which obviously makes sense. He's a grappler. He needs good throws, or else he's shit. But are his combo routes difficult? Like are any of them necessarily difficult? Not really. And I don't remember if this is optimal, because I just picked him up again today. No, his combos aren't difficult. The only thing is, a lot of them will require, if you really want to get like the best possible stuff, you gotta do wall runnings for him and Armor King, which is something Marduk doesn't require you to actually do. So that's why Marduk has the easiest ones, in my opinion. There's no real combo where I'm ever needing really to use some shit like that with Marduk. In fact, I don't think he even has a wall running grab. He doesn't. So yeah. I think that Marduk's combos difficulty wise like 3 out of 10. And that's only because of the 1+2 things. King's is like an average, like 5 And and maybe you can bump it up if you're not good with wall running to like a 7, but overall I don't think they're difficult. Well, let's go move on to Armor King now. Alright, lastly we have Armor King, and this is probably the most controversial part of the video because I'm just going to say it right away. If you want to get an easy rank up, pick him or Marduk. They're the absolute 2 easiest. For rank up, he does have the hardest combos though, but I'll show those in a second. But first let's get off on his lows, and then I'll explain the true reasons why he's incredibly easy in my opinion. Okay, so you have forward 4 neutral 2 again. But do you notice anything different? For one, King's is +1 on block. Armor King's is +7 for one more startup frame. I'm pretty sure that it is 18 for King and 19 for him. That is ridiculous because on block they're both still -14. Hits to full on launcher. That is just insane to me. What other lows does he have? Down back 4 again. Same thing. Down 3, no difference. But what he does have that King and Marduk don't, he actually has a fast sweep. Like, yes, it's 23 frames, but this catches people pretty often. It's +5 on hit. It's only a launch on counter hit. Obviously, it staggers, -26. But I still think this is a great move. Like, probably not in, like, pro play to just keep throwing out, but you can, like in ranked, you can definitely get away with using this move often. +5, and I like to do this move into the instant wall running because people actually get caught by this quite often. So yeah, so down back 3, 4 neutral 2, down 3, down back 4. His stomps are awesome, but they're kind of trash. They're all launch punishable. They're all -16. But yeah, I mean, his lows overall, he has the best lows out of them all. Like, it's literally, I don't know how you could argue otherwise, in my opinion, that he doesn't have the best lows out of the 3. What else does he have? He has his own Wind God Fist. He has the Dark Upper, -10, yes, but, you know, it's a launcher still. Oh, here, sorry. I don't know if this is optimal combo either, but I mean, fuck it. Look how much damage I'm getting off this shit. So this is pretty good. He has King has forward 1+2. Armor King has crouch dash 1. So he kind of plays like a Mishima. My wave, holy shit, my wave dash is choppy as fuck. But he kind of plays like a Mishima. A little bit. It feels more like grappling is his second identity. It's not his main thing. He's more of a rushdown type character. Anyways, back 1, another 12 frame, just like King's. Incredibly strong, +5 on hit, safe, -7. And it has a follow up as well if you want to just do that. But obviously you're not gonna do that. You're gonna do this. Unless there's a different combo route. Like King has a forward 2-1, so great with Punisher. He also has forward 3, which leads into a combo on hit, and it's actually like, yeah, it's +2. Here's a combo you could do with it. Forward 3. The reason I even wanted to make this video, maybe the most stupid move ever. I'm just like okay, maybe not ever, but this has got to be like like one of the best moves in the game. This shit is almost unpunishable. Like a few characters I've seen can hit it, depending on if you're lucky enough in the range. Then like the range is in the move. It kind of varies after on block. So let me show you this. It's -13. So already it's way too low for what it should be. But look at this. Look at how far this move evades everything. And it doesn't end there. Guaranteed damage. Look at this shit. His back turn 3 is actually better than King's as well. Look at this. 13 frame normal hit launcher. Obviously his wall stuff is great. Plus 10 while running. That is crazy. But this move right here is one of my least favorite moves in the game. This one, if it wasn't for this move, Armor King would be a fun matchup. This one move completely kills Armor King for me. There's just no reason it should be as strong as it is. This move is like about 99% unpunishable. Unless you're using a character with semi-okay range. And the range to this move kind of screws up. Like, right there, I think King's 1-2 or 2-1 might actually be able to hit. But most characters, they're just not going to hit it. This move is way too evasive. Definitely one of the best Armor King moves. Definitely, like, top 3, I'd say. This move is incredible. Okay, so to top this off, a lot of people put this character low tier. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's obviously one of the strongest besides that one move, back 1+4, but and his 4/4 neutral too. But what exactly makes him difficult? A lot of his combos have some really difficult execution. They're like some tight ones. I'm gonna show some M-Walkin. I think that's how you say M-Walkin 7. I'll show some of his combos right now. I'm showing that because I could never hit it, so I gotta show that. But Armor King's throws, he has Giant Swing. So, you know, just like King has Giant Swing, Tombstone. His chain grabs are actually probably better because they have Oki and stuff like that. But, you get this on wall. Wait, here, let me... Oh my god, he didn't hit the wall. But you get a back 1-2 guaranteed. Or you could grab him and just throw him to the other side. His wall is and if you get up